Hi everybody, this is Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and my project today is this box that's kind of like a book, and it opens like this. And then there's 3 Snickers inside. You could also decorate the inside if you want to, but I didn't. But 3 Snickers will fit in there. Also, you could fit 2 Twix in there if you wanted to go the long way. I used the Cutest Halloween stamp set for the little spider, the designer series paper for the pumpkin. I used Frightful Tag dies for this spider web, and Tailor Made Tags for the sentiment tag, and cute Halloween designer series paper. Alrighty, so I'll tell you what we need today. We need 1 tag out of Highland Heather. This is the smallest of the kind of rounded edge from Tailor Made Tags. We need this out of Basic Black. We need the spider web from Frightful Tags dies. We need a piece of the cute Halloween designer series paper to cut the pumpkin out with the Halloween punch. Okay, so for the designer series paper, we need 1 piece that is 2 1/8 by 3 1/8, and 1 piece that is 3/4 by 3 1/4. All right, we need a piece of black cardstock that is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. We need a piece of basic white for stamping. And for the actual box, it takes 2 pieces, but they're very easy. One, the pumpkin pie that is 6 by 3 1/2, and the basic black that is 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. All right, and I will put all this on my blog, which is linked below. All right, so we're going to get our Simply Scored, and first we're going to do the black piece, which is 5 1/4 by 4 1/4, and all we're going to do on this is we're going to score at 1 on all 4 sides. Okay, and then the pumpkin pie, which is 6 by 3 1/4, and we're only going to score on the 6-inch side at 2 1/2 and 3 1/2, and that's it for scoring. Now I'm just going to fold and burnish. Okay, so the orange piece stays exactly like this. We don't have to do any cutting to the pumpkin pie, but to the basic black, we're just going to cut the tabs, and we're going to go around as we do it. All right, so this, no, doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to start on the bottom left-hand side, and we're going to cut up to the first score line and take a wedge out of each side of this square. Okay, then we're going to turn it a 1/4 turn and do the same thing on each one of the corners. And then it just gives the box a little bit more strength structurally, because there's 1 piece hanging on to each part instead of 2 on this one and none on these. All right, so now we need our tear and tape, and we're going to put 1 piece close to the score line on all 4 tabs. Alrighty, I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to take the backing off. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take this top part of the tab and match it with the side of the rectangle. Let me get this piece off. There we go. Okay. And then just go around and match all the sides up. Okay, and that's the box. Okay, now we take the pumpkin pie piece and we're going to glue this with the bottom left-hand side of our box right next to the score line. All right, and just make sure that there's about 1/8 of an inch all around. Okay, so I'm just going to use liquid glue for this so I can move it. You could use Stampin' Seal Plus, but once it's down, it's down. I like to have a little wiggle room. Alrighty. Now you could glue the side to it too, but I'm going to leave it open. And this is nice to write a little sentiment, or you can put some more DSP there if you'd like to. All right, and then I'm going to put in my 3 Snickers. Milky Ways will fit in like this too. I think Almond Joys, anything that's in a bar type that's fun sized. Just like that. The packaging is a little bit more, but once you squish the packaging down, it's perfect. All right, let's put this to the side for a minute, and we need our DSP and our piece of basic black cardstock that is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, and the DSP is 2 1/8 by 3 1/8, and we're going to glue those together. And there's just about 1/16 of an inch border all around. Oops, there we go. Okay, now we need our spider web, and I'm going to use my silicone mat and a sponge. Any sponge will do. And we're just going to sponge some glue on the back. And just hold it tight because you don't want it to move around, and then the glue will get on the front of it. Okay. Oops. Then we're going to place it so that some of it hangs off. Right, about just like that. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as my first one. This one might even be a little bit lower. No, it's about the same. All right, so just make sure that's adhered well. I can get rid of this. And then with whatever scissors you have that you don't care about getting glue, just flip it over and trim off the pieces that are extra. And that's how you get it coming in from the corner. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Now we need some of our basic white, and we're going to be using the little spider from Cutest Halloween stamp set, and just going to stamp him. And then also we have our tag from Tailor Made Tags, and I'm going to use the Boo, which is from Time of Giving. And since this is, you guys all know I have a hard time with cling. Yeah, it's crooked. I did it, I stamped it, and then I cut it out after I stamped it because I can't judge. No matter how many times I try to line it up, it always comes out crooked. I'm challenged with cling stamps like that. All right, so that's our Boo. We'll put that to the side, and I'm just going to fussy cut this spider. You could actually stamp the spider straight onto here. It looks pretty cute, but I wanted him popped up a little bit, so I'm going to go through the fussy cutting. All right. So that's all the stamping that we have to do. Okay, now we have our DSP, and we're going to get the Halloween punch. And I'm just going to cut out. I don't want to lose any of the kitties, so I'm just going to cut it out. And then I'm going, I don't know if I need a Post-it note. Can I reach? Yeah, I can reach. There we go. Okie dokie. So these are the two things that we need right now. All right, and we're going to pop up our pumpkin right here with some regular dimensionals, like that. All right, and then I'm going to get my Stampin' Right marker in basic black, and I'm going to, wrong side, I'm going to make a line down, straight down from the web. Oops. Not really straight, but that's all right. Then I'm going to put a mini dimensional on the back of the spider and put it over the end of that Stampin' Right marker line. Okay. Now for the, well, let's do this first. Now I want about, I think, 16 inches of the black glittered organdy ribbon, and I'm just going to tie it around the box, and I'm going to have it meet and tie the bow right at the side here. Okay, instead of 16 inches, I would say at least 18 because I ran a little bit short. All right, now we need some more regular dimensionals. And I'm going to put one in each of the four corners and one down in the middle. All right, and then I'm just going to put it right down even on the top. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put two cute Stars Adhesive Back Sequins right next to the boot. And I'm going to switch it to the spatula one of my Take Your Pick tool. Here's this one here. And I'm just going to put one up top and one below it. Just like that. Press them really good. All right. Alrighty. And then I'm just going to take a scissor and cut it straight right after the stars. It comes out to about an inch and a half. Right, and then I'm going to put, just going to glue this right here with liquid glue. Alrighty, and for the final touch, I'm just going to put a 2021 to 2023 adhesive in Color Jewels. I'm going to take the dark green, which is Evening Evergreen, I think. I could be wrong. I'm going to put it right on the top bottom of the stem on the pumpkin. I forgot before the final touch. We have a piece of DSP that is 3/4 by 3 1/4, and we're just going to scooch it in under there. So we should have done that earlier. Sorry about that. I'm just going to stick it right underneath the bow. There we go. Okay, final touch, that we put a fresh freesia jewel right in the hole of the tag to make that a little sparkly too. All right, if you need any Stampin' Up! Supplies, I would love it if you would purchase them through me. My address is at the top of the screen and it's linked below, along with my contact information if you have any questions, and the link to my blog that has all the measurements. I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified whenever I upload a video. And I will see you next time. Have a great week. Bye.